Man, I had just recorded this entire episode already, and I'm at least re-recording the important bits. I just gotta get the important bits. Like Ricochet, the dickhead, coming out here to talk his shit once again. I regret nothing, and I am proud of every decision I have ever made. I would become Women's United States Champion once again and beat Ivy Nile just to get back at you, Chad Gable. At the Royal Rumble, I'll show you I'm not playing around anymore. I'm as serious gets, because I'm walking out of the Royal Rumble with your championship and that bitch Ivy Nile on my dick. Absolutely disgusting, man, that Ricochet is. I'd slap his bald ass head for saying shit like that. I can't believe what he could get away with saying out here on live television. Someone's got to take that microphone away from him. Like, honest to God, real shit. Man, your goddamn ring announcer. I'm just trying to talk and he's talking over me and it makes it really hard to talk. And he talks his whole entire way. But LA Knight looking here to have a match here tonight before the Royal Rumble and show off that he is still champion and he's still ready to put an ass whooping on anyone who gets in his way, because Braun Breaker means nothing to him anymore. And Javon Evans looking to make his way out to the ring to face on LA Knight, wanted to be the fighting champion, and there's Braun fucking Breaker. He just assaulted Javon Evans. And Javon is no longer going to be in this match, it seems like, because Braun Breaker is running down to the ring, beginning the fight, attacking LA Knight. I guess the referee was able to hold him at bay for a little bit of time. But like I said last week, these two men are at a fever pitch. Absolutely nothing could get between them except for this referee who keeps on getting in the way. Really fucking my shit up, referee. Get the fuck out the way. But these two, they had their problem over a complete miscommunication on the outside where, you know, Braun Breaker was counted out in the match that he asked for a title match. LA Knight gave it to him. But still, LA Knight won it with a count out. Yeah, sure, it is champion's advantage. He could win every match with a count-out victory, whether he's on the outside or the enemy's on the outside or a disqualification in any kind of way. LA Knight has a champion's advantage, and he would continue to hold that belt unless he gets pinned or submitted. And Braun Breaker could do neither of those, as he took a nap on the outside, as LA Knight had put it last week. And Braun Breaker, he is not cool with all the fun and games, all the shenanigans that LA Knight likes to put forward against him. Because he wants to be taken serious. He's not a butt of a joke. Braun Breaker snapping at every chance because he's absolutely tired of all the bullshit. Because they were once friends, once pals. They were on the same side trying to take out the Fist. And things just got sour between the two of them. I guess it's envy. It could be envy. He wanted his shot. Braun Breaker wanted to go against LA Knight to see if he could win his championship belt. But no, it didn't work out that way. And look at that. Look at the athleticism of LA Knight. Taking down Braun Breaker. Holy shit. These two catching the boots to the chest. LA Knight has really taken complete control out of the two of these. Braun Breaker wanted a fight. He got himself a fight, because LA Knight, he is bringing Braun Breaker the fight, as I had said. Bringing him to his limits. And now here they go, chopping at each other, one after another. You can see the hate in Braun Breaker. LA Knight not taking too kindly to it either. But Braun, the fire in his eyes is just getting brighter and brighter as LA Knight keeps hitting him. Because at Royal Rumble, come next episode, it will be down to these two in an Iron Man match to decide who becomes world champion. Yeah, there is no way that you could have separated Braun Breaker and LA Knight there. But continuing on, Chelsea Green, the biggest complainer in the whole WWE, having some kind of problem with what happened last week.
Excuse me, that's not fair. I don't want Lyra as the #1 contender. She nearly killed me in our last match, and I don't want to be anywhere near that botcher. And I don't associate with thieves. Dasani Jordan still hasn't been reprimanded for her thievery. I call for a do-over.
Chelsea, I hear your complaints, and they are noted. And that is why, at the Royal Rumble, you will not be facing off against Lyra or Kelani. You will be facing both of them in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Because that is what complaining gets you. And might I add, since I'm here, that Royal Rumble, Trick Williams will be facing off against Bobby Lashley in a Bloodlines Rules match. You better hope you still got allies, bitch Williams. Not the answer that Chelsea Green wanted to hear at all, considering that she came out there to complain about what had happened to her last week. But in the main event, it comes down to Ivy Nile defending her Women's United States Championship belt here, as she is obligated to do every other week by holding that United States Championship belt. The belt that she did not earn, the belt that Chad Gable gave to her so graciously, and she's been defending it with Chad Gable's help every single week. So it's really hard to get a belt off of her when she has so much help on her side. And since she's coming out first, that means we have a mystery opponent to face off against her. And I'm looking forward to the match that Ivy Nile is about to have. Holy shit. It is the fucking man, Becky Lynch, making her debut here in the WWE at Smackdown. For the first time in my universe, Becky Lynch is here. The man is here, and she is looking to take gold from Ivy Nile and become the Women's United States Champion. That is something that the belt desperately needs as a new champion, because Ivy Nile has held that bitch like 3 or 4 times, and a new face would look good on that belt. And Becky Lynch will be no one perfect than to be that champion. Talk to your ghost every night in my sleep. It's just that I'm through laying dead and I don't care. Burn the ashes, I ain't flinching, they side built me. I'm getting copyrighted. What the man versus the pit bull for the Women's United States Championship belts. I'm so glad that Ivy's not facing off against Ricochet right now. He could have been there to accept the challenge. He could have been the mystery opponent. I'm glad that it is not. This referee is pulling double duty here tonight, and I'm sure she's going to get in the way of everything just like she was with Braun Breaker and LA Knight. But right now, it is the man and Ivy Nile sizing each other up here in the main event. Underneath the rope, Ivy Nile is getting out-muscled by the man. And it does not last any longer because Ivy Nile is using that dome of hers to bring Becky down to size. And they are back to locking up. And Becky Lynch wanting to out-wrestle the wrestling machine Ivy Nile. The Pitbull got nowhere to go. As the great Becky Lynch is putting on a wrestling clinic on her, got her in a headlock. We could see a new champion here. Or we could see Ivy Nile retain once again. She has been able to retain against many other names, but Becky Lynch is not one of them. Becky Lynch is built differently. Becky Lynch is a legend in the WWE, a living legend, might I add. But she just might be biting off more than she could chew going against Ivy Nile, the Pitbull. She's relentless. She does not quit at the sight of blood. She does not quit. Quite simply. Yeah, sure, she did not earn herself this Women's United States Championship belt. It was graciously gifted by Chad Gable. What a moonsault from Becky. And a kick out from Ivy. Were it so easy, Becky? Ivy shutting up the crowd, kicking out of that pin. And that roll-up did not work out. Not even a 1 count. Usually, I'm not a Becky Lynch fan myself. At all. But seeing Becky Lynch come back and go against the despicable Ivy Nile, the cheating Ivy Nile, nothing would be greater than to see Ivy Nile get put in her place and that belt ripped off of her. But again, this is a long, strong shot for Becky Lynch. This will not be easy for her because Ivy Nile, she is a decorated Women's United States Champion. She has done this more than once. She might have lost her belts before, but she has a way of getting them back. And you don't earn or win championships by being bad at wrestling. No, you win championships by being better than your opponent. And Ivy Nile has been able to be that pretty much every single time, and defending her belt as well, even with the added help of Chad Gable. And it seems like Chad last week had a change of hearts. The 2 weeks before that, he didn't even help out Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile won off of her own grit. And then Chad Gable last week seemingly cut himself a face promo. You know, trying to turn face here, trying to be a good guy. I don't know if I fucking buy it. But yet again, it's kind of hard not to buy it when he's not out here being a special guest referee. Becky Lynch delivering the elbow drop on Ivy. 2, and a kick out from the Pitbull. The man is not able to get it done just yet. Because the Ivy Nile still has fight in her. But this could be it. Because Becky was stalking her. But Ivy Nile, she has other plans for Becky. She wants to retain that championship belt. She's getting herself a full head of steam and dropping a kick right to the ribs of Becky Lynch as she tries to get away. The man is feeling a little less manly here as she's getting manhandled by Ivy Nile. Whole lot of man talk. And now Ivy Nile trying to get Becky into the center of the ring. Maybe for a pin. Maybe for a torture rack to try and make Becky tap. And Ivy is unable to make Becky tap because Becky Lynch gets out of it instantly. Ivy Nile has not faced anyone like Becky Lynch, it appears, because Becky, she is not letting this end anytime soon. And then she's going for a disarmer. A disarmer out of nowhere in the middle of the ring, or at least at the edge of the ring. Close enough to the ropes where Ivy can grab the ropes. She is seconds away. She is just barely there. And she's able to get herself out of the clutches of the man. And now she's stuck in the corner. It's Ivy Nile looking to turn this back into her favor. With the champion's advantage and all. Easier to defend the championship belt than it is to win it here in the WWE. Unlike the UFC where it's easier to win it than it is to defend it. Because there's so many rules in the favor of the champion. And Becky Lynch just might find out how hard it is to face off against someone like Ivy Nile, the Pitbull, who is being absolutely extraordinary in this match, and I don't want to admit it. She really is. She's out-muscling Becky here. And Becky doesn't have an answer at the moment. Until now, with the reverse DDT. Chad Gable's nowhere to help Ivy here. That son of a bitch, and here comes a manhandle slam! Out of nowhere, Ivy Nile's down in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, and we have a new Women's United States Champion in Becky Lynch. The time has come and the man is here. The new Women's United States Champion. Ivy Nile just lost it to Becky Lynch. She pushed Becky to her limits. It almost seemed like Ivy was gonna win this match, but Becky Lynch, she pushed forward, she pushed on, and she was able to put Ivy Nile down and become the Women's United States Champion. I'd like to listen to this song longer and not get copyright struck, because Becky is your new champion. Thank you for watching, as I had to re-record this. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, and all of that. Thank you so much.